So we got this again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nope.
This is what we're going to do from now on. This is how we start every episode. Well, I mean, you should start every episode with the sound check.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
And welcome back to Talking with Kitties. She is girlfriend.
He is boyfriend.
This is boss girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're back.
We were back last week.
No, I mean, we're back for another episode.
We're back in the back. Twice as back. We heard you like people that are back. Yeah. We got, baby got back.
There's some joke about liking it and take it in the
Whoa,
back.
Whoa. It's not that kind of show. It's absolutely that kind of show. Sir. Sorry to interrupt your head pets with the podcast.
He's like, you should know better. Damn straight,
thing.
Dad. Look at that face.
Mm-hmm. Spent the past week trying to kind of get back into
the groove.
Which was really difficult because the groove changed the week prior to us going. So we're trying to get back into a groove that we weren't.
Had never really been a part of to begin with.
It's been a weird week.
It's been a very weird week.
It's been a very, very weird week. Sinus problems.
Oh my God. The sinus problems have been awful.
Which I expected to an extent because I always have some sinus problems come back from the beach because when we're down there, there's no ragweed, there's no stuff, there's nothing. Get up here and then it's just for a couple of days, sometimes a week, I'm just miserable every time. I expect it. I know it's coming, but this one's been really bad.
I think it's because we're like right at the cusp of fall, like
Maybe.
The weather changing and all of the leaves changing, and like people are still mowing and they're like kicking up.
Yeah,
yuck.
I was really.
I think it's just a mixture of all of that combined with coming back from the beach, and it's just our sinuses are pissed.
It's terrible. I had to mow this week. It's October. I had to mow.
I think I mowed into November last year. I'm pretty sure the last time I mowed was like the first week of November last year.
I don't want winter. I'm not ready for winter.
But he doesn't want to mow.
But God damn, you don't have to mow in the winter. I hate mowing. But yeah, I had to mow. I didn't have to mow the whole yard. I mean, I mowed the whole yard, but I didn't need to mow the whole yard.
No,
Only
it was
parts
just
of
patchy.
it. It's real weird.
Very weird.
But yeah, I had to mow, and I was. Oh, you good? I had to mow, and I was really not happy about that. But it looks nice.
It looks beautiful.
It looks okay.
No, it looks very pretty.
But I'm like, the entire time I'm mowing, I'm just like, this better be the last time. I don't want to do this anymore.
Probably not.
I know. It's probably no. I don't want to.
You're probably going to get one more. I'm going to guess one more.
People are like, oh man, mowing's better than shoveling. No.
Yeah. No, mowing is 100% better than shoveling.
No. Shoveling's quick. I'm done.
No, because it's heavy and it's
Sometimes.
awkward.
Not always.
And it's
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Which is so weird because I hate being hot, but I would prefer to be outside hot and sweaty. But
I feel like it's easier to cool down from the hot and sweaty whenever you're shoveling because you're out in winter.
Yeah, I usually just take off my jacket and my gloves and then
I don't go that far.
shovel in like a t-shirt.
Yeah. I've seen you do that. I don't know how you're not constantly sick, but whatever.
Because I'm overheated. Like my body, it craves the cold.
It craves the cold.
Craves the cold. No, but I'm going to try really hard. Like I have it in my head that I'm going to try to keep a positive mindset about winter and that just think about like how pretty it is. And because it really is a beautiful time of year around here.
It really is.
It's beautiful. And just be thankful for it because it's going to be winter and things are sleeping. And then it just means that they'll be able to grow and prosper in the spring.
And it's so quiet in the winter.
So that was one of my favorite things about walking to work.
In the morning.
In the winter, in the morning.
And then like you get used to it walking to work in the winter and then spring comes. Those birds are so fucking loud. Oh my goodness.
It's just like walking to work in the winter, even when it was like really icy and snowy and shitty, it was still beautiful because you were like the only one out, unless you had like a neighbor or two shoveling.
Yeah.
But like you're the only one out. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. You could hear like, I don't know, like the melting of the snow if it was warm enough. It was just so, it was so pretty. The cracking of the ice. The cracking of the ice as you walk through it. It's just so cool.
I mean, it could be really all of that. But then what it sucks is whenever it starts to warm up because then everything's just brown, wet, and muddy and gross.
That's everybody loves spring, and spring is probably my least favorite season because it just reminds me. I mean, it is a wonderful season because you get, the new growth and the new pretty flowers and all that stuff. But really, spring here is mud and dirty snow. And
do you like how you're like, I'm going to try to keep a positive outlook on this winter, and I'm like mud and gross and wet.
That's
I know.
That's spring. I didn't say a positive outlook on spring yet. That's for later me to have to deal with. Yeah. But I'm going to try to keep a positive outlook on winter and not let the winter gloomies hit me this year. Gloomy. Especially now that I'm off, getting off of my stuff.
Tapering off of your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Next Monday is my last.
Next Monday. Mm-hmm. So not tomorrow.
The following Monday. Cool. So.
Cool. See how it goes.
Yeah. So I dyed my hair.
She dyed her hair.
I did it myself.
She dyed her hair and was really upset that she missed some grays because her plan is to grow it out so you can see the grays.
Am I really going to grow it out to see my grays?
No, not even a little bit.
So yeah, I dyed my hair.
But the grays look amazing. She did grow them out really well with the grays.
I grew them out really well for
it looks so good. And she's just, I feel old. Like, well, we are old.
Yeah.
But she's like, you don't have any grays.
No, I'm going to wait until I'm 40. And then I was like, we'll see. Maybe. We'll see. So I grew out my hair. Well, I dyed my hair. And then I started watching The Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes, you did.
I have 3 episodes left, and I'm not going to do any spoilers because, well, I can't because I haven't finished it yet. But I'm not giving spoilers. But I would suggest if you like kind of creepy, suspenseful shows, definitely watch it. It does get a little gory. This is probably the goriest. I think his name is Mike Flanagan. Michael Flanagan. Right. And he did Haunting of Hill House, Bly Manor, Midnight something or other. It was bad. A lot of people really like it. I hated it. It was vampires, and I thought it was really dumb. And then this one. Nothing will top Hill House. Hill House, come on. Hill House was great. Come on. Come on, Finny. Come on. Hill House was wonderful, but this one is really good. Definitely keeping me interested, but it is probably the goriest of all of them so far. So, but it's really good. I'm really liking it. I'm really excited to finish watching the last 3 episodes. He always wants my coffee. Hey.
He's like,
he really wants my coffee.
Whole face in there. Like, let me get some of that.
This creamer is really good. You picked a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really creamy, which sounds like it should be, but most creamer is not. Mm-hmm. He's my sound guy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The boys are, don't tip that. We'll clean it up with you.
We went and got fishes yesterday.
Yes, we got some fishes for the upstairs office, and some of it didn't go well, but everybody survived the night, which we're happy
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a really pretty betta, and we got a handful of
we got 5
Harlequin rasboras. Which I had found out about Harlequin rasboras years ago, but we never had the tank set up to actually get them because they stay fairly small.
Yeah, they're fairly small, and we've always had a big fish that would probably try to eat them.
Yeah, but with the 30-gallon setup up in the office, the only fish that are in there are the 2 little sucker fish, which are like
and a bunch of freaking snails that we want to get rid of.
Well, we'll get to the
sorry.
We got 2 little baby suckerfish. They're not baby suckerfish.
No. They're adult suckerfish.
They're definitely
adult. Quite a few years old now.
They're either panda or clown. I can never remember which one.
I don't remember which one.
I don't think they're pandas. I think they're like...
See, I was going to say I thought they were panda, not clown.
They're a breed that stays small. They're not bristle noses because they're smaller than bristle noses. They're like tiny.
Come here, Giz.
And that was the only fish in that tank.
Yeah.
So we decided to get some fish. So we ran into the fish store, got some fish, but we got 5 Harlequin rasboras because they're pretty orange fish and they stay about 2 inches. So we got 5 of them. But the 30-gallon has a 65-gallon filter on it.
We always way overdo it.
Yeah, but we way overdid it because we took the filter. So we way overdid the filter for our old 55-gallon. Mm-hmm. To a 65, or maybe it's a 75-gallon.
I think it's a 75-gallon.
It might be a 75-gallon filter that we put on a 50-gallon. Because we had a 50-gallon that was on the 30-gallon, but the 50-gallon filter was old.
Yeah, very old.
And it would fight us all the time. And the hoses were all hard from age, and the seals were starting to dry rot on it, and it was in pretty rough shape. So we just switched the 75-gallon filter onto a 30-gallon tank. So it's way too much filter.
Real quick. And we have like an actual like filter. Like, I don't know what you would call canister filter for it because they make them the ones that hang off of the side,
hang on
but
back.
we've always had issues with those. We've had fish die in
We've
the
had
filter,
fish climb into
like climb in and
yeah.
die. So we're like, we don't do that anymore.
We always
only
do
use
canisters.
canister.
Yeah, and they seem to be much lower maintenance
Yes.
overall.
Especially when you overdo it, you like never have to clean the filters.
Yeah, and even if you do, it's a lot easier to clean out a canister
Yes.
filter than it is to the
So
hang over
much
back
easier.
ones. So yeah, we tried hang on back ones for a while. We stick with canisters. The filter we have doesn't have a distribution bar on it. It's just an output that comes in and it kind of turns everything into a bit of a whirlpool. And I think it was just way too much flow for the betta because we put the betta in, but
And he seemed fine.
He seemed fine at first. He was swimming around checking things out, but then he very quickly started just hanging out in the corners behind the output because I'm guessing there was no.
He was
flow.
almost like wrapped around it.
Later on, I couldn't find him. I went over, I looked, and he was up. He was like stuck to the intake. So I went.
Oh
down.
yeah, intake not okay. Sorry.
So I went down and got her, and we came up and got him out and put him back into his cup for the night just to make sure he was okay. As soon as we put him back in the cup, he was fine. He was like flared up and looking good
Yeah,
and
he
everything.
was very happy.
So we put him in the cup and kept him in the bedroom overnight, and he's still kicking this morning.
He's a happy fish.
He seems like a very happy. No clamping, no heavy breathing.
No.
Like he doesn't seem stressed or anything. I think it's just too much flow, and he got tired. And whenever he rested, he just ended up
He
with the
just
intake.
ended there.
So
Yeah, I don't think that
I think it's just too much flow for him.
Yeah.
So we're looking into
an
small,
actual
like 2 or
betta
3
tank.
gallon betta
Yeah.
tank that we're probably going to put somewhere.
we're not putting him in a tiny little bowl. Like
no,
we're getting like
no,
a big.
No, we don't. No.
We don't do small here.
Yeah, that's not a thing we do. But yeah, we're gonna be looking. We started looking into a little tank for him, and I'm being really particular. I'm being really particular with this fish tank because we keep having this bad habit of getting fish that outgrow the tanks that they're in, and then we have to go to bigger tanks and bigger tanks. That's how we
Yeah,
ended up with
and I don't wanna
150
do that.
gallon with 2 fish in it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So I'm being really particular with the fish that are going into this tank. I don't want anything that gets much more than 3 inches. So the Harlequin stayed about 2. The 2 sucker fish are about 2 inches. I was looking at dwarf gouramis, which can look like they can get maybe to 3 inches.
Up to 3. Yeah.
And it's only a 30 gallon, so we can't go too crazy with everything. But we have a massive snail issue.
Yes.
We have a ton of trumpet snails in there.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we have trumpet snails in all the tanks because that's how it works. They start because we use the same.
The same cleaning.
Yeah, whenever we clean
Which
the tanks.
doesn't make sense.
I don't know how, but that's how they do it. But yeah, we have trumpet snails everywhere. But they're really bad up there because there's nothing in there except for a pile of trumpet snails and 2. So we originally went looking for assassin snails yesterday because assassin snails kill other snails and
They
eat
eat
them.
other snails, yeah.
So we stopped at a couple places and nobody had assassin snails in stock.
Hmm.
Nobody had assassin snails in stock. That's really hard to try saying that.
Nobody had assassin snails in stock.
That's tricky, right? Don't be all, I can say it. I got it out too. Anyways.
Yes. No.
Nobody
it
had
was
assassin
tricky.
snails in stock, so we looked online. The first place I saw was like they had an assassin. You could get one for like $3, but it was $20 shipping, and
It's $20 shipping.
I like found another site. 2 of them plus shipping was like $18, which was better than 1 for 22. The shipping is what costs so much.
And that makes sense because you're shipping a live animal.
A live animal that has to be like
That has to have perfect temperature and
yeah. Well, not so. I think they sedate them before they ship them. And they had this whole big blurb on their thing on the email they sent about like the shipping restrictions and why they ship when they do and when they ship. Well, and
they
the
might
shipping restrictions, when they ship, why they ship, when they do, how everything works. They have a live arrival guarantee, and like they seem really.
and like if they will cancel your order or they will postpone your order if the fish
weather-
don't seem
if the fish
healthy enough, or if the weather
Yeah.
there's inclement weather that could cause a delay or like a spike in temperature, or either way. So they're impressive.
Yeah, I've never ordered fish online before because we always just kind of got fish at the local. We're within reasonable driving range of 3 or 4.
3 or
pet
4
stores.
pet stores.
Two straight up aquariums. There used to be a third one in town,
They're
but
used
they shut down quite a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're within reasonable range from 2 straight up fish stores, like 2 straight up aquariums, and a couple like big box pet stores.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have options. Nobody had assassin snails, which is so we're ordering some assassin snails because we had done loaches before. We did yo-yo loaches for snail control before, which were awesome, but they get bigger than I want for a 30 gallon.
We should get loaches for downstairs.
They're not big enough.
Oh yeah, we don't have that other tank
We
anymore.
don't have another tank.
Oh
We
yeah.
downsized that one to this one.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
That was what I was like, the Oscar. You saw his mouth this morning. She was
Holy
downstairs.
crap! I've never seen him do that. It was scary but awesome.
She was downstairs whenever I woke up the Oscar downstairs and fed him. And sometimes in the morning, whenever you turn his light on, if it's really dark, it like turns into a mirror and he just flares at himself. And she never saw him do it before.
His mouth is huge.
So this Oscar is like the size of a dinner plate. We've had him for quite a while.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's a massive. And yeah, his mouth is
It's huge.
It's just-
Like my fist could go in his mouth.
it's not that huge.
Almost.
No.
It looked pretty big.
It's pretty big. It's not that big.
Little Gizzard's head could go in his mouth.
But a yo-yo lich definitely could go in that mouth. That's why I was like, what? No, that's not a thing we could do at all.
We're looking for a new tank for... Oh, so I named the
tank.
fish. We normally don't name fishes.
We don't name fishes because they die.
Because every time we give them a name, they die. Except for the plecos.
Yes.
Our plecos never... Well, our plecos in the past have not died
sucker
when
fishes.
after we named them sucker fishes, yes.
And we name them all after vacuums.
Yes, no, because we were going to get another one and name him Broom.
He's
and
going to be a
Mom.
bristle nose.
Yeah, it was going to be real cute. I named the fish, so I'm hoping they still live because we got 5 of the Rasboras and they are the Belchers. So they're all from the characters from Bob's Burgers.
The Belcher family.
The Belcher family. They're the Belcher family.
Yeah.
We're not pinpointing which one's which because you're never going to understand. So they're just the Belcher family. And then Aaron decided that the betta was Mr. Fischoeder.
Yep. I think that's how it started.
That's how it started. He's like, Mr. Fischoeder.
What
And I went,
name him? I was like, we're not going to name fish. We don't name fish. I said, Mr. Fischoeder. She's like, oh, I guess these are the Belchers. So, yep.
I'm excited. He's very friendly.
Yes, he seems surprisingly happy in that little.
He does.
He's not going to stay in a little tank.
No.
We have an older tank that's it's not even really a tank, but it's like half gallon or something.
Yeah, it's
small.
very, very tiny, but we're going to at least get him in there.
It's bigger than the cup.
It's bigger than his cup. So we're going to get him in there until we'll have a tank by the end of this week.
Yeah, absolutely. We just got to narrow down.
We have to narrow down which one we want and if we're going to actually go out and get it or if we're going to just order it to come in.
So,
And I was going to suggest to you.
To me,
Yes.
I'm in trouble.
Because I had told you earlier today that I kind of wanted to go do things. Like we can go traveling down the mountain and go to the big pet box stores and find a tank and we can get another fish and we can do this and we can do that and we can get dinner so I don't have to cook. And then and I want to go to a bookstore because I have 4 more books that I already have to read. So why not read more? But now I still want to do that. But at the same time, he just made me watch a video on YouTube about, I'm not even joking, about a girl.
So there's this girl. You've seen videos from her before.
I don't remember seeing one. I probably
we've
did,
seen-
but I don't remember.
There's this girl. I don't know
I
what's
should
called.
follow
I think
her.
It's like girlfriend reviews or something like
Girlfriend-
that. She reviews games that her boyfriend plays, and the title of the series is "Should Your Boyfriend Play Blank?" Like whatever the game is. Should your boyfriend play this game? And she usually reviews them based on how entertaining it is for her to watch her boyfriend play games.
Such a tall boy. Such a big boy. Sorry, I have to do it every time. I don't know why. Yeah, he has to know that we acknowledge that he's such a tall boy because he's showing us. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, she does.
Whether it's entertaining for her to watch it.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Because I enjoy sitting and watching games. So it's actually like a really cute idea. And she's really funny and cute. Like just, you don't see her. I don't think you ever actually see her, but she just, her personality is adorable. And like some of the things that she says, and she's just kind of quirky and it's cute. This one was Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 is the game that I've been playing like a crackhead. The game he has been playing, I don't know why crackhead, but he's been playing a lot of. Not only does she like the game and like watching her boyfriend play it, she has started to play it. And from what it sounds like, she's not much of a gamer. Maybe she like plays other things, but like the video was hilarious because the way that she like explained things was exactly like how I feel sometimes when you talk to me about things. She said it's very hard to like get it figured out and to know what to do at the beginning because there's so much stuff you need to do. But once you get into it, she's having a lot of fun and really likes it. And her boyfriend are playing together and they go on adventures and it's fun. And I'm like, Oh man, I kind of want to play because like, how many people can you play with?
4.
So like, Boy could play with us. Okay, Jesse could play with us.
Yeah. Well, they only the thing with them is they only own 1 copy. So Andrew owns the copy, and then Jesse plays it on the Steam Deck in airplane mode because that way it's not connected to the internet. So they can play on the Steam Deck in airplane mode while Andrew's on his computer playing the game through Steam.
Oh, gotcha.
They're both logged into Andrew's account.
Okay.
So
we couldn't play with her.
We could play one.
We could play with one but not both.
Yeah, we could play with one or the other, but not both. And most likely be playing with Jessie because
she'd be more fun.
Way more into it than Andrew.
She's way more into it than Andrew is, and I feel like Jessie's way more like. Sorry, Andrew. I feel like Jessie, like fun. When she makes plans, she sticks with it, and she's less flighty.
Maybe hard to be more flighty
than Andrew.
But yeah, anyway, yeah.
I love you, brother. Nothing bad against you. You are a little flighty.
Yeah, you know it. You know it's true.
He does know it's true.
This is not anything surprising.
Boy, you know it's true.
Oh.
Ooh, ooh. Sorry.
This is happening. Oh,
why do I sing every episode?
Oh, you sing during every podcast, and I sing outside of every podcast.
You sing outside of every. I never sing unless we're podcasting. Yeah. That's not true. I do sing sometimes.
I always sing all of the songs, and I haven't played a bard yet, so that would probably be what we're have to. That's what we would do if we would play together. You would be.
I'd be a badass. Kill everything.
Unga smash things.
And you'd be a bard.
Either a bard or a cleric. Probably a bard.
I'd want you to be a bard. So you could sing me songs. Could we fall in love in the game?
I don't know.
Or do you have to fall in love with your other?
Well, we fell in love in real life.
Oh. Can we fight over the same character to fall in love with in the game?
Maybe. Quite possibly.
So those are my options of what I want to do today.
Well, those are not the only options. They're just the only options that you want to.
I said that I want to do today.
You want to do today.
I said want.
So I really want to.
He wants to be an adult and do things.
I want to clean out the hall closet down here. Our bathrooms don't have any storage in the bathrooms, but they each have a hall closet right outside the bathroom, which we use for storage in the bathroom. And the top shelf of the one down here kind of just turns into the catch-all. Yeah. Where we toss bathroom-related stuff that we don't know what else to do with. So
I think there's light bulbs and stuff up there too. Like it's just whatever.
It's just a lot. So I want to get up there and clean that out and make room because it's full of stuff. So now we've been throwing stuff underneath my sink and in the bathroom down here, and I want to get that cleaned out. But I got to make room up in the closet first to get that cleaned out. And then you got this pot organization thing that you want to set up out. I hope it
fits in there.
It'll fit in there.
Okay, because I didn't measure it.
You can set it up a couple different ways. So I know we can make it fit one. But she got a pot. She wants to organize some of the stuff. You got some pot.
I want to organize my pots and pans a little better because they're very.
Yeah, we want to do some. We want to do closet organization.
I don't have much room in my kitchen, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to have things in that it's not a nightmare to try to find stuff.
Yeah. So closet organization, which is always fun. That sounds like a great time, but it's overcast and rainy and kind of blah. So
and as you always say, when it's overcast and rainy and blah,
naps.
It's a good gaming day.
So we're gonna clean out closets today.
And I still have to watch 3 hours of my show. I have 3 episodes left. I have to finish it before I go to work tomorrow.
Oh, your life is hard.
So you clean out closets and I'll watch my show, and then when we're both done, we'll go up and play the game.
Oh.
And we'll order pizza for dinner so I don't have to cook. Win!
I just had pizza for breakfast. So you didn't want to cook.
Well, you didn't ask me to cook.
Did you want to cook?
I would have.
Did you want to cook?
I would have.
Did you want to cook?
No.
She avoids the question.
No, I do not.
She avoids the question, just trying to make me wrong. And you can watch the gears turning. Like, how can I turn this to make him wrong?
You didn't ask.
You didn't want to.
You didn't ask.
You didn't want to.
You have no idea I didn't want to.
I knew.
You did not.
Do you ever want to?
Always. My favorite thing in the world is to slave over the stove cooking for you.
Your nose is not going to fit in the house if you keep this up. That nose is out of control.
I'm not Pinocchio.
And it's not even your real nose. I threw that down the garbage disposal at the beach.
Yeah, he stole my nose at the beach and threw it down the garbage disposal and turned it on. So I don't even have a real nose anymore. This is my fake nose.
Yep. You want to know why? I don't fucking know.
I was going to say there was no reason. We were waiting for coffee and you just grabbed my nose and threw it down the garbage disposal.
It was morning.
Does anybody ever play these kind of games with their significant other or
In your 40s.
in your 40s? Like, you know how like, oh, got your nose. Normally, like, he'll throw it and then I'll claim that I went and got it back. But he's never tried to destroy my nose before, and he did. And I'm a little upset about it.
Well, we don't have a garbage disposal here, so.
I kind of liked having a garbage disposal, though. But why would you why would you ruin my nose?
The coffee wasn't ready. Obviously. What? The coffee wasn't ready, obviously. Because we were waiting for it. You just said so.
You destroyed my nose because the coffee wasn't ready.
Yeah.
We'll see about some other part of him going in a drain.
So yes, still no update from Lowe's on the...
No, and I'm getting pretty pissed off, actually.
Yeah, because it's been quite a while.
I mean... wanted my bathroom to be...
Yeah, but that's like the central part of it. We were up at this weird store yesterday. I don't even know. It's kind of like a weird marketplace, but one part of it had like damaged bathroom supplies.
Very weird. Like really damaged bathroom supplies. Like...
There's that standing tub that slight crack. A crack was like...
Yeah, they're like slight crack. And I'm like, I don't see the crack. And then all of a sudden I looked and it's like halfway down the tub.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was looking for like a small crack and then
there was like a vanity, like a sink vanity.
And the whole corner was cracked.
Three corners of it were gone. There were three of them.
I just saw the one.
You saw the front one, but there was one in the back and then there was one on the other back.
Sir.
So both back ends and the one front
Sir.
were completely cracked off.
Sir.
He's getting comfortable.
No,
Leave him alone.
Okay. I'm comfortable. Everybody can't get.
No, I'm going to ruin things because I have to get comfortable.
Girlfriend. You slowly sink.
I do. I slowly sink as I sit, and then I have to get myself back and adjusted.
Like, you got everything set up and everything, but you'll slowly sink as you go, and I'll look over and your microphone will be at your forehead.
Hello.
Yeah.
My forehead just likes to talk.
Well, maybe. So yeah, closet cleaning fishes.
Let's take a poll. We'll take a hand for votes. Who thinks we should avoid being adults and play video games all day? Okay. Unanimous.
And then that's absolutely what I want to do.
That's what we're doing.
That's the whole being an adult thing. You don't do the things you want to do.
I have to be an adult tomorrow. I don't want to be an adult today. I don't want to be an adult.
It'll take like an hour tops.
That's an hour we could be playing. That's an hour I could be figuring out what my character's going to look like. Or going and getting a new fish house.
We're not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere today. We're out.
You can't even be mad at me because you did that the whole time I was saying I didn't want to be an adult.
I took you out yesterday and it was terrible.
It was the worst.
I don't want to go out again. It was such a, I can't put my finger.
The worst.
I can't exactly put my finger on why it was so bad, but it was a fucking terrible outing yesterday.
It was horrible.
It was so bad.
I had an anxiety attack.
Yeah. It was something.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was very bad.
But that's over. We have fishes.
We do. And it was worth it in the end.
Yeah.
But it was not. I feels like it wants to come out.
Oh.
Just poke it back in place.
No, just poke it out.
Oh, okay.
And then swing it.
Oh, I see it. That happened in the show almost.
I'll bet.
A kitty did it.
A kitty did it.
Well, a guy poked a girl's eye out, and then a kitty sat and held on to it.
Oh.
And was playing with it.
Was it you?
He puts his head down like, nope.
No.
Like my new shirt? It's my favorite things. Kitties, coffee. Actually, that's tea. We're going to pretend it's a coffee. And books. I like tea, though, also.
You do. It's getting tea season.
It is getting to be tea season, which is kind of nice.
Tea season.
I'm going to have to buy new tea for me, I think.
Oh, we got to do heaters for the fish downstairs. So, before we...
take an hour.
That won't take long either. Just the culmination of everything. Well, like I said, the only thing I definitely want to do is... So we have... so for the 150 gallon, we have 2 heaters on it. Mm-hmm. It's like a fail-safe thing. If a heater fails, it can't cook. If a heater fails open, it can't cook the entire tank by itself. And if a heater fails closed, then the tank won't go super cold like in the winter. It has the other heater to help. We had a heater go bad. So we ordered new heaters and they just came a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to get those in.
I want to get those in. These look really nice too because
they're huge.
You forget how big the ones downstairs are.
I guess.
Because they're much smaller than the ones downstairs.
I don't think so.
They're much smaller than the one downstairs. I like these ones. These ones have an actual control box that stays out of the water because most of the aquarium heaters we've dealt with have been like long, and then they have like the little knob on top, and they're supposed to be submersed, but you still got to reach the knob. I mean, once you have everything adjusted, you don't really have to touch.
No,
the
you don't
knob,
have to
but
really have to touch it
it's
again.
still get everything adjusted to make sure because they're never right. Whenever you put it on 78, it's never 78. It's like 74 or 82 or somewhere. So you kind of got to adjust it. But you got to adjust it and mess with it for a while, and then whenever you get it set right, and then it has to be something. But these have an external control box. So the power cord goes to the box, and there's another long cord that goes to the actual heater. So you can put the heater wherever you want. Control box is outside, and it's got a temperature sensor and a heater in it. It can tell what temperature everything is, so it should do a little bit better. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about this setup. So we got to get those swapped in.
Yes. No, that is something we definitely have. Like the two things that we definitely have to do today are get those in and get Mr. Fischoeder's bowl ready.
Yeah, those are the two.
Which I think I have enough to put a load of dishes in the dishwasher, so I might just wash it in the dishwasher.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then
That should be fine. It's acrylic, so.
oh, it'll be fine, yeah. And then it'll be nice and clean when it's done, and then I'll just have to rinse off the rocks real good.
Yeah. Those are just those glass
Those
beads.
glass beads, yeah.
He'll be much happier than that than his little.
I don't know. He seems pretty happy in
He
his
does
little.
seem pretty happy in the little cup. Well,
his
I mean,
little cup.
he still has fresh water in it. He's not swimming in the poo
That's
water.
true,
It was
yeah.
yesterday. But yeah, and then we'll take a look and see what we want to do. We saw one that looks really nice. It's a little pricey, but it's like 2 gallons. And it has a built-in filter and heater. So I mean, some of the price is justified
And it's a filter built in for
for a betta. So
a
it has,
betta, so it's not real like.
yeah, the outflow is dispersed, so it's just gentle and it's not a high flow.
He's a gentle little fish.
It's pricey, but I mean, there's a lot to it. If you're just buying like a small tank of filter, and you could easily hit the same prices.
I'm
it
kind of
looks
really
like-
leaning toward that one.
Same here. The only thing that has me hesitant
reviews
in
aren't
some of
great.
the reviews because the reviews seem like it's mostly damaged in transit, which won't really be a problem.
Because we'll send it back and get another one.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see.
And he'll have a tank, so it's not like he'll be living in his little bowl until.
So this is apparently
We need to figure out what we want. This is the fish
this is the
episode.
fish talk episode.
This is
Talking with
this is
fishies.
Bob's Burgers episode because they're. But we have to figure out what we want to put in his bowl with him or in his tank with him.
The Belcher fish odor episode.
Belcher fish odor episode.
But yeah, fishes.
Fishes. He looks so happy.
pretty
He's just.
Happy.
Finnigan's been cuddling in the mornings now.
Yeah.
He jumps up on the couch in between Aaron and I, and Aaron always has a blanket. So there's a blanket between us, and Finny always lays and curls up on the blanket between us and then just purrs and purrs and purrs. Whether we're petting him or not, he doesn't care. He just purrs and purrs and purrs and purrs and purrs.
He is definitely one of the happiest cats I think
And
I've
then
ever met.
Bosco jumps back and forth between the two of us on our other sides and
Yep.
needs hips and
He
things.
sure does.
And Gizzard hasn't even been coming up lately. She's just
No,
like,
the
no, I'm
past-
good.
no.
She just stays downstairs in the basement.
I just
where
opened
it's
the door and
warm.
I'm like, little girl, door's open if you want.
She doesn't come up.
The one day she came up.
The one
Today
day she did.
not.
Today she did not. We ended up going down. And that's when I saw the orange fish
I went down to feed the fish and
making faces at himself. And Gizzard was all curled up on the lazy boy downstairs, happy as can be.
She looked pretty pleased with
She was
herself.
very pleased with
She
herself.
kind of like almost had a little fort built with the pillow behind
She
her coming up over her.
It
and
was
She's like nuzzled
so
in.
cute.
Yeah, girlfriend's gonna try some Baldur's Gate.
Do we have to buy another copy?
If we both want to play together, yes.
Okay. So what we should do is when we're done recording, go upstairs, buy it, download it onto my computer, and then go do our stuff. So by the time we go to play, it'll be downloaded on my computer.
That's why I was like, do you
Well,
wanna
if I'm spending
try
that
it?
much, I got it. Well, because I don't want to try it if I'm not playing with you first.
I know, but you can at least try it and kind of see how the controls and stuff work for you. It's a little it's a little frustrating at first.
Do I have to control where I'm walking and where I'm looking?
No.
Then I'm fine.
Then you definitely do not have to. So what it is it's
that's
$60.
Those are the games that I'm bad at. When I have to control where I'm looking and walking at the same time, and I'm like, I make myself nauseous.
No, so this one
Anything else I can figure out.
you use the usual movement keys, A, S, W, D, W,
Why
A,
don't
S, D.
they just use up, down, left?
Use those
Okay.
to move the camera.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you use those to move the camera and then you click where you want the people to go.
Okay. Well, that's not so bad. So like, there's no like movement at all. I mean, you just click and it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little tricky, but no, it's all isometric.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't sound as bad. That will be easier for me.
We'll go up. We'll just throw you on, and then you can like just try moving around, see if it bothers you, and stuff like that.
Yeah, before we spend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll play around with that. We'll do that, and at least see if you like the.
But I'd like to. I'm really hoping I like it because I'd like to start a game today.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun. Hang out in the office playing some Baldur's Gate.
I love that. Like that'll be like our evening.
We played the bejesus out of some Torchlight.
We did, and I really enjoyed. And we got Torchlight for our Switches, and we've never played.
I've never touched my Switch again.
I really enjoy when we play video games together. So I
want to get that thingy for my Switch that I showed you.
Yeah.
Because the Switch always hurt because I got big hands, and it would always hurt for any extended period of time trying to hold it. And that thing looks like it's got a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more girth.
Yeah, you need some girth sometimes to fill the hand.
It's true. Mm-hmm. No, I like the idea of us playing video games together, especially now that winter's coming, and that's usually what we do. Like 2 or 3 years ago in the winter, you played the one with the horses.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, we played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
And well, I say we played, he played, I watched, but I got to like decide what we do too. Like he let me help make decisions and do things. I think we've talked about it on the podcast before.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. Just me, like he was playing, but it was like us playing. Mm-hmm. He did let me fish. I got to fish a bit, I think. Mm-hmm. Not that he let me. He would have let me do anything, but I'm not good. That game was pretty good. So we need a game for this winter anyway, because there aren't really many TV shows out that we want to watch together. I'm
playing that with or without you, so it'd be more fun with you.
Would you be annoyed though that if you had to play? Because I know that you already have your story arc that you're playing that you really like. Mm-hmm. So would you be annoyed if I'm like, I want to play now too?
No. Because we start a whole new game.
I know, but that's what I mean though. Then
I already have.
I mean, you'll still have time to go and play your other game when I'm not playing.
Yeah, and I have 3 other games. I have 3 new games started in my head already. I'll just pick up one of those.
Okay.
It'll be, like I said, I'll do either the bard or the cleric, some type of healer, and let you go unga bunga on everything.
Okay.
So.
And I mean, if I like it, I might end up wanting to play on my own as well, just to see how it goes. So we'll see. Cool. I'm down too.
I'm down to clown.
No. Clowns are creepy.
Yes.
Speaking of, there was a really creepy picture of a clown at that store he was talking about, and I did not like it. I did not like that store.
No. You don't like. She hates thrift stores.
I do not like thrift stores. I don't understand the point of a thrift store. Why go in, buy used shit that is creepy and sticky and smelly and
keep
gross.
Sticky. I've never bought anything that was sticky.
But things are sticky in there and dusty and gross. We can go to a perfectly good normal store and buy it new and whatever you need it to be, and it'll have all of the parts and it'll have all of the things you need.
And it'll be 100% not cursed.
And it'll be 100% not cursed. Holy shit, was that creepy.
Yeah, there's some dolls.
There were,
not dolls, but like figurines.
There were figurines there. They were cursed.
They were, yeah. I picked it up and was like, this is definitely a cursed object. She's like, why would you pick that up?
I'm like, why? We do not take this energy home with us.
So the first one I picked up was like a ceramic
it was a ceramic voodoo doll.
Yeah. With
pins in it.
Sticking out of it. It was neat.
It was really cool looking. Item. That's not cursed.
A little cursed.
It was a little cursed, but it wasn't like a creepy cursed. It was kind of like, oh, this is kind of cute, creepy cursed. Like
shenanigans cursed.
Yeah, like a shenanigans.
Yeah. But then there was little demon babies.
It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Cursed as fuck. Like little babies with like demon faces and horns and screaming.
And they were screaming and were making these faces. It was
upsetting.
It was literally the scariest thing I think I've ever seen. Like they were straight up terrifying.
They were like this big.
Yeah, they were like this big. They were creepy.
It's just like, all right, it's time to go now.
He picked it up. I'm like, why would you do that?
Why would you touch it?
Why would you touch it? Yeah. That's just asking for us to bring some demon home.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Really great.
And then we joked that we should take pictures and send them to Andrew because why not? But then we decided we were not taking pictures because we didn't want
with my phone.
We didn't want it to haunt his phone.
Do you remember what the Stephen King short story? I think it was in 4 Past Midnight, which had Langoliers in it. The Sundog, the the kid or whatever, had that Polaroid camera, and he would try to take pictures of things, but the picture that came out was just a dog that was slowly running towards the.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want
You
a bad
didn't want
spirit in
something
my
like,
phone
ooh.
like that. Yeah.
No, because you take a lot of pictures of Gizzard. So
Yeah.
that spirit would be at you quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to bring that energy home, so we left pretty soon after that.
Mm-hmm.
It was creepy.
Pretty
It was really creepy.
I had motivational issues this week. The beginning of this week, real bad. I was just a lump. So I didn't really get moving until the end of this week. I don't know what my deal was. I don't know if it was like vacation hangover and just, but
It could have been.
beginning of this week, I just was not motivated to get anything done.
I kind of had to be a little motivated, had to go into work and just be there.
Yeah, the past couple days have been much better. So
We both seemed kind of out of it emotionally this week. Like just not quite ourselves.
it was a weird week.
It was a very strange week.
I got 12 bags of Lifesavers. We are down at the beach, and I wanted mints or something, so we got a bag of wintergreen Lifesavers, just one of those little bags, and we both just were tearing through those things.
We're good.
And got home, and I was like, I want more of these, so I ordered.
So rather than going to like the grocery store and buying another bag of them, or asking me to go and get him a bag while I was out,
I ordered a case
no.
of 12.
He ordered a case of 12.
We have a candy dish. It's a glass diamond cut candy dish. That's my justification. We have a glass diamond cut candy dish that came from my mom. And it just sits around empty. So I was like, I'm going to get a whole bunch of Lifesavers and fill it up full of Lifesavers, and it'll always be there. So that's my justification.
How many bags filled it?
Two bags.
Two?
2 bags, and it was full. So
You can fill it 6
I
times.
can fill it 5 more times. Yep. They're going to find someplace to put these other 5 bags or these other 10 bags of.
Where is the candy dish?
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
It's right on the little thing.
Okay.
On the
That's not where I would have put it, but okay.
Where would you have put it?
I don't know. Probably on the kitchen table, but that's not a good idea.
We always have to move it then.
Yeah.
Because we
No,
had it on the
that's-
kitchen table. It was in the
that's
road all the
smarter.
time. Figure right there.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Lifesavers.
They are delicious.
They are. They're pretty good. At first, I was upset because I wanted the spearmint ones, but we didn't have the spearmint ones. Then we got the wintergreen. I was like, no, these are
Wintergreen
good.
is
These are
really
fantastic.
good. Yeah. He doesn't like peppermint.
I hate peppermint.
Like, hates peppermint.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unfortunate because I typically like peppermint. I'm not like,
I think it's a mental thing because my mother used to use peppermint for upset stomach. So if you had an upset stomach, she would give you peppermint candy or something. In my head, peppermint
you
means
associate
upset stomach.
peppermint with being sick and feeling yucky.
Yeah,
Does
so
that
I
make
think
sense?
it's totally in my head with all that, but I can't stand peppermint.
Because I have like peppermint mocha creamer right now, and it is so good. This is great. This is probably the best iced coffee I've made in a while. So
Good. So what do we got going on this week?
this week, I don't think much actually.
I don't think so either.
Maybe though. I think Becca's.
Oh, is
So
that this week?
my sister is opening a ceramic studio in town. My sister is ridiculously creative and is very artistic. All of my siblings are, but specifically talking about Becca right now. Becca is a self-trained potter, has been making incredible pottery, and has decided to open up a pottery studio in town. And I believe her grand opening is going to be this weekend.
You're right.
So we'll definitely be going to that
It's
and doing whatever she needs help with for that, I'm sure.
Yes,
And then otherwise, I don't think there's anything else going on this week other than I don't know if her opening is Friday or Saturday. We have an oil change for the Jeep.
yes. That's tomorrow.
That's Wednesday.
it's Wednesday.
Those are the only things.
Okay.
Oh, and then Saturday I have an event.
This is how it goes.
Yeah.
This is how it always
No,
goes.
because I forgot. Saturday I work.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to a Monster Mash murder basket party.
Do I know about that?
It's been on this calendar for a while,
I don't
but
check the calendar as much
no,
as I probably should.
I think it's at the fire hall.
Okay.
I don't know who it's supporting, and I don't even know a whole lot about it, but it's a basket party, which you've never been to, but
No, I know what they are.
you know what they are. So it's a basket party, but then they're also doing a dinner, and it's like a murder mystery party dinner. So I think it's like a murder mystery theater. So I don't think like we're actually a part of it, but we're watching it.
Yeah.
So me and Mama and Dird and Chrissy are all going, I think.
Cool.
I don't know if Becca bought tickets or not. Probably not. I really hope that her opening is on Friday and not Saturday, because then I wouldn't be able to go. I mean, I could go either before or after, but it's 5 to 8.
Yeah.
and her opening will probably be like 6 to 8. Becca, your opening has to be Friday.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Work around my schedule.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on tickets. I'm sorry.
I think I might remember you telling me about it when you got the tickets.
Yeah, I told you, but it wasn't. I mean, it was like a couple months ago, so it wasn't even like.
I could barely remember what happened a couple days ago.
Yeah, so it's fine. But that's everything. Remind me to message Becca whenever we're done podcasting to ask her, because I don't want to do it now or you'll yell at me for
the guy just said he can't remember anything from 2 days ago.
Well, if I message her now, you'll whine because I'm playing on my phone while we're recording.
She loves this. She always like guilt trips me on this shit whenever it's on. She likes to public shame me.
I don't.
Which I do the same thing to you. So
we do, but we only do it out of fun. We never really mean it.
But at the same time, it's just like, we're trying to talk, and I'm just talking and talking and talking. I look over and you're on your phone. It's like, what?
It's important.
That was that week that you were really off, though.
That was an off week. Yeah, it was really bad. To be fair. Usually when I'm looking at my phone, I'm trying to find something to talk about.
Yeah. Usually. That day you weren't here.
That day I wasn't. I think that day I was texting somebody.
Yes.
But
you're having a rough week.
But I have to text Becca when we're done.
Here's a pussycat. Look at this little black whisker right here.
I know. I love that he has little black whiskers every once in a while, which is funny because he's older and you think he wouldn't have any, but it's like he has gray whiskers or something. I don't know.
Elderly pussycat.
He is an elderly pussycat.
So old.
I mean, he's not so old.
So old.
He's
my goodness.
He's like, just pet the old man.
You're so old. I'm afraid to pet you because I'm afraid to break a hip.
Please don't say that. You'll make me sad. I don't want to think about him being old.
Yeah, Mr. Fischoeder.
Yeah, Mr. Fischoeder and the Belchers. Finnigan loves that fish.
Let me go ahead. I can't believe we didn't say this before, but let me just go ahead. Right here is going to be some pictures of Finnigan investigating the fish tank. And he was just so excited. He's up and looking, and he's like, oh. Because he always looking at the fish tank downstairs, but it didn't have any fish in it. So he was always really bored.
But he would still look and be very happy about it.
And he would check this out, but now suddenly there was fish in it. The raspberries are like maybe half an inch.
Yeah, they're very
tiny,
small.
But they move a lot. They're darting, and he's just like, back and forth, just going crazy.
And his tail's going like crazy, and he's so excited.
He was up there for like an hour
just
straight.
Standing on his hind legs, just looking.
And he started getting tired, so he's just sitting, he's looking up. But then he would move, and he'd get up again and look. And then he got even more, and then he's just laying on the floor, but still looking at the tank and watching. He loved it. He watched the fish all evening yesterday.
He did. It was really cute.
Yeah.
And then he realized that we put Mr. Fischoeder in
last night. Yeah.
Last night that we put Mr. Fischoeder in a cup in our bedroom. And he was sitting on the bed and he was watching.
We put him in a cup in the bedroom specific because we sleep with our door shut. We put him in the bedroom specifically so Finnigan.
We knew he'd be safe. Yeah. And I don't think Finnigan would try to hurt him. I really don't. I think Finnigan would just be like, what is this? And he'd want to watch him, and I don't know.
I'm afraid he would knock him off. Yeah,
I don't think he would. I don't think that he would try to be mean, to eat him. I think he'd just be so excited to watch him that he would accidentally knock him over or something.
But yeah, I came upstairs from getting ready for bed, and he's just on the foot of the bed, laying there, just
staring at Mr. Fischoeder.
He really likes these.
And I'm like, I told him he could sit on the bed and watch him, but as soon as he jumped down and got up on the thing where Mr. Fischoeder is, then he was going to get thrown down. And then this morning he was watching, and all of a sudden, whoop, up on the counter, and we're like, nope, threw him out.
This morning, much to someone's upset, was the morning that the air conditioner went back in the attic. And the fan came out.
I'm okay with that, though. I was chilly last night.
I was chilly, yeah.
But not having anything running was terrible. I could not sleep. And then as soon
as I shut that air conditioner off this morning, because it was just too cold, I shut the air conditioner off this morning at we were awake at 6. Mm-hmm. And I was we were contemplating getting up, and then I shut that air conditioner off, out.
You shut the air conditioner off, rolled over, I cuddled up to you, and done. We were both out again.
As soon as that air conditioner was shut off. But, so it was time.
But last night we went to bed
and we didn't have
the air conditioner on, and we were both just laying there, and it was too quiet. I was hot. You could hear the cats crying. You could hear them, doing their nighttime things. And you and I were both so congested that we were sniffling and snotting and doing whatever. And then I'm laying there trying to get comfortable. And then all of a sudden I hear Aaron move a little bit, and then I hear boop. And then the air conditioner kicked on, and I just went, I love you. And then I rolled over and fell right to sleep.
Yep. So, we got that.
I said, I love you. And you just giggled.
That's what it takes. That's what I get. I remember every in the spring, whenever I finally bring out the air conditioner, she's always
It's
just like,
the most. That's my love language.
It really is.
That is my love language because. So we always have like a fan going or something going in our bedroom. Just we need that like white noise. We should just get a white noise machine, but I like to be a little bit chilly. So having even a fan just pointed at me, kind of having some constant airflow is pretty good. In the spring, I'll come home one day and I'll go upstairs to change, and the air conditioner will be where the fan is. It's like
giddy.
I get giddy and run wherever he is, and I give him a big hug and a kiss, and I'm like, I love you so much.
Straight giddy.
It's amazing.
So
I like to be comfortable, and unfortunately, my comfortable is you frozen.
That's my one concern about us playing games together in the office, because it gets warm.
I'm gonna have to buy
another desk fan
because I took my desk fan to work.
I still have the window fan up there too, so we can always just pop the window fan in there to pull air.
What
away. But
I could even open up a window for me, like the window beside me, but it'll freeze you out. So we'll have to figure. But you're in front of the heater vent, though.
I'm in front of the heater vent and right beside my computer, because I know just playing that game by myself heats up that room with the computer running.
We'll figure something
with both of the computers running.
I'll be way too hot.
Yeah,
I'll have to get ice packs.
We'll have to
pack myself with ice.
We do still have those ice packs down in the basement from something that came.
HelloFresh.
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna refreeze those and you can sit on those.
I would too. That's the messed up part. We should do a live stream once just to see how it goes.
I want to eventually, but we
don't
only have 10 people on YouTube.
I know. Once
we
hit
that reach bigger.
Once we hit 25 people, we'll do a live stream, and then once we hit 25, and then once we hit 100, and then once we hit 500, and then once we hit 1,000, we'll do a live stream once a month. You heard it here.
Heard it here. You'll have to remind us because we'll forget.
Yes.
But you heard it here.
You heard it here.
Yes.
Get us
10 viewers. Remind us.
We need more viewers.
Because we're fucking entertaining as shit.
We're funny as shit.
We're fucking adorable.
Fuck yeah. So are Kitties. If you don't like us, at least tune in for Kitties.
Yeah.
They're in every episode.
One of them.
One of them at least. If not two. I love my sweatpants. I don't remember where I bought them, but I'm going to buy more because I think these are like my favorite pants I own right now. Other than like mama pants, but I think these are really good for winter because they're not real heavy, but they're like, so I need to figure out where I bought them and get a couple pairs. I just try.
We still need to go to a Target and get a quilt like the one that was at the beach.
The
quilt on the bed at the beach was awesome.
It was really nice.
And we looked up and it's Threshold. And Threshold, we have towels that are Threshold that came from Target.
That are wonderful.
Yeah, so we gotta go get
maybe
we have one quilt upstairs. It's fairly thin.
Maybe next weekend. Maybe. Oh, it would have to be. Well, it could be Friday morning before Becca's thing because I don't work on Fridays. Yeah. I was gonna say after I get off work on Saturday, but I am going to the thing, so we'll figure it out. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be like within the next couple days, weeks. But yeah, we don't put big heavy blankets on our bed because I will die.
I don't even like comforters. The quilt that we have is great. I throw off a lot of heat.
He throws off.
I throw off a lot of heat.
So much heat.
As long as I have enough insulation to keep that heat in.
Well, and then I had a nightmare last night. Well, not a nightmare, but a guy tried to kill me in my dream last night.
I think that qualifies as a nightmare.
Okay, so I had a nightmare last night, and I woke up and I wanted to cuddle up against you, but you had yourself cocooned, and I didn't want to have to uncocoon you because I was afraid that you would be too cold. So I just like snuggled up to you, but it wasn't the same. Yeah. So you couldn't protect me from the evil guy because you were a cocoon.
Yeah, I was cocooned real good last night.
You were really cocooned.
That was cold. It's chilly today. The sun was out for a hot minute there. And now
it's hiding behind clouds. Yeah. At least it's not raining. Yesterday was awful.
It rained all day yesterday. I cleaned yesterday, and the humidity was miserable.
Yesterday was awful.
Yesterday was just not a good day.
No, it really wasn't. Yeah. We have those days sometimes.
It happens. Do we want to call it there? It's 1:45. We can call it there and start rocking closets.
Sure.
You excited?
Nope.
Rocking a closet. All it is, I'm going to be pulling stuff down, being like,
"We want the closet."
I'm going to pull stuff down, hand it to you, and you decide keep or toss, which means most of it's going to get tossed.
And then when I toss it, you'll be like, "No, we need that."
Yeah, exactly. So
okay. I don't know that I want to get into the kitchen. It's just that's going to be more work than you think it is, because that's not just that one cabinet. That's
I know.
But it'll be so much better when it's done.
It'll be so much better once it's done.
All right. Well, we have shit to do.
Yeah, we got shit to do.
So this is your cue to go get something done.
Okay.
Last week, we told you to take a nap.
Yeah, last week we
This
said take
week,
a nap.
do something productive.
Yeah, get something done.
Get something done
enough napping.
that you've been meaning to do, that you've been putting off.
Yeah, because I mean,
Be productive.
summer's ending, winter's coming, so we're all gonna be spending more time indoors. So
Hibernation
what's one of those indoor projects that you put off over the summer?
Get it done now.
Get it done now, so you don't have to worry
So
about
you
it.
don't have to worry about it in the winter time, and it's already set up and done. So like your home is the way you want it to be.
So what's gonna make your life a little bit better this winter? Go do that. Get that out of the way.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So go get this done so I can play Boulder Escape with my boyfriend.
Yes. So
Is it Boulder or Balder?
Balder?
Balder.
Balls
Escape.
deep. What?
Balls deep gate.
Balls
All right.
deep gate. That's
That's enough about that. Bye.
Bye.